These guys work extremely hard and give an honest review. It's the second best podcast in the world, second to the Kurt Angle Show. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Hey Daryl, hey Warner, this is Thick Mama Pump, Jordan Grace, coming at you through a Snapchat filter because honestly, it's just easier this way for me, for you, and definitely for my self-esteem because I don't feel like putting on makeup right now, and you know how it is. But I heard you guys do a wrestling if I can talk today, podcast called I'm gonna say this right, hopefully. Covalent, fingers crossed, that's how you say it, because I think I would normally pronounce it Covalent, but Covalent Wrestling Podcast. So I hope that is awesome. I hope you guys get, a bazillion views on it or listens or however podcasts work, because everybody does them on Zoom nowadays. But talk to you later. Bye.
What's up, Daryl and Warner? This is the Swolverine, the effing machine, Mr. GMSI himself, Brian Cage. I mean, who better? You already know the answer to that question. And if you don't, that is nobody. Giving you guys a shout out on your podcast, Covalent. And I appreciate you guys being big fans, big supporters, and the best is yet to come. All right, guys, take care.
Hey, Daryl and Warner. I just want to say thank you so much for being a fan and watching NWA and being super supportive of that. Hey, everybody, this is Camille Brickhouse, and you're listening to Covalent TV.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Y'all been waiting for, your players to pull up in the building, man. We was parking lot pimping. I had some business to handle, man, so that's why we are lit. But that is perfectly fine because we are the host of this show, and we always bring in no matter what, ladies and gentlemen. So that means welcome to your WWE Raw Live Review. It's your boy, Mr. Starks, and
Big Dub.
What is up to all the truth seekers in the building? Truth Seekers in the building. Adrian Carpenter getting this off to a good start. I'm going to read that in 1 second. Truth Seekers roll call in the house tonight. Let's get that shit popping real quick, man. I apologize for any delays, ladies and gentlemen. Real life be happening. Translation, I needed some chicken wings. No, I'm playing. That ain't the reason why I was late. But if I did want chicken wings, that's a good reason. And don't let anyone tell you anything otherwise.
That's a damn good reason.
Nah, man, there was some stuff going on. Werner heard me, I ain't gonna say, y'all don't need to know everything. Y'all don't need to know everything. Werner just needs to know a pair of clippers. That's what he needs to know. Do you own a pair of clippers?
Sure.
Do you?
Sure.
Sure is not an answer to that. Yes or no? Do you own a pair of clippers?
Yes.
Good for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Get your clipper game. Everybody, is it a clippers emoji? Is it? I don't know. I don't use emojis like that. So
I don't want the LA Clippers though.
No. A bunch of one-hit wonders on that team.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, no. They're not playing their greatest hits. They're playing the one hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're doing, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry if you're a Clippers fan, by the way. I can't talk shit. My Bulls ain't make it there. And, Warner's Pistons went down to a Knicks team that didn't deserve that win.
No, we got screwed.
Yeah, because I had to watch Jalen Brunson moonwalk on the baseline and not be called for a travel. And I'm not even a Pistons fan, but I told Werner I audibly screamed at the TV when that happened. Straight
Refs
up.
hate Detroit.
You know what I'm saying?
The Office hates Detroit.
Hey, look.
Everybody hates Detroit for no fucking reason.
Nobody hates Detroit. But,
Gary Bettman hates Detroit.
Oh, here we go with this shit. Ain't time for rants. Oh, and by the way, the reason why Werner cannot own a pair of Clippers is because he is a condiment. He is mayonnaise. So the Clippers will just run right through, and it won't be good. It won't be a sturdy haircut. He needs a sturdy haircut. So he does what any other white man does. He goes to sports clips. I was struggling to get that one out. I was really struggling.
I would rather do it myself than go to sports clubs. Dear Lord.
If you want an adult school shooter haircut, go to sports clips.
Would rather do it myself.
That's hilarious. Oh, man, that's really fucking funny. Okay, all right. Adrian Carpenter came through with the 5 smackaroos. Said Triple H colorless booking. No black talent on this show. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Yeah. Kyle's objective in the building with the 5 smackaroos said, whoop, how's it goes, guys? Well, how goes it, guys? My apologies. It goes.
It goes, yeah.
It goes. And I don't need Viagra just yet. You know what I'm saying? But much love to everybody in the building. Well, at least, hold on, Miguel. At least Kawhi's one hit was a championship. James Harden, goddamn, his one hit is an MVP trophy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just all bad with that Clippers team. Plus, then you got Paul George who can't stay healthy. Dude, you could wrap Paul George in a fucking bubble and he'd find some way to tear his fucking ACL. Straight up.
Overrated.
Overpaid, overrated, you name it.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not here to talk basketball. We are here for the business of professional wrestling. Like
Yes,
gang, comment gang, share gang, and donation gang. Show the necessary love. You know what? One more donation is gonna send us to church. I'm in that spirit tonight. The holy. Everybody put holy in the comment section. I'm in the Holy Spirit tonight, so help me feel it a little bit more. Absolutely. Danny Manning is a very underrated player, Steve. That is a very underrated player. I'm not going to lie to you. That is a very underrated player. Yes, holy. That's what I'm talking. Holy. Oh, God. Church. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. Heck. Sorry, God. Heck yeah. That's right, Xavier. Holy.
I want a church girl that go to church and read your Bible.
Cairo's objective came through with the 5 smackaroos on the Streamlabs link. Said
There
for
we
the
go.
spirits. Woo! You know what, Werner? That means it is time to go to that beautiful place that we love, and it saves us.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to go. Get church.
The church.
Y'all wasn't ready for that holiness. Y'all wasn't ready for the holiness. All right? Much love to everybody in the house tonight. I need y'all to do the right thing and keep that good energy going, because you know what? I'm feeling this way tonight. Every donation will now send us to church. Every donation will now send us to church. Run it up, ladies and gentlemen. Run it up. Okay?
It's Colga. It's cold cuts.
Do I have to cut your feed, sir? Look at this motherfucker. Goodness gracious. This is what happens when his hair grows. He gets dumber. What the fuck is happening right now? Good Lord. Holy. All right. But guys, we know, oh shit. Oh man, y'all putting it on us tonight. That's what I'm pause if necessary. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Kyle's objective came through with the two smackers said we know what we're in for, so we got to start off high. Hey man, you know what? I agree with that. Good man. I agree with that 100%. So you know what, Warren, I guess we going right back. We going right back to church. We going.
Oh, the anointing. Jesus Christ himself wore this blazer.
Man, whatever, man. Help me pick this dude up. Jesus ain't wearing no contemporary blazer.
You heathens! Take the anointing. Feel every piece of the anointing here.
Pass out
The anointing.
Hey, would that be snatched
The
out?
anointing.
Hey, don't push me.
The anointing.
Oh, young man.
The anointing.
Coming in back
The
first.
anointing.
Oh, hit me with that
The
blazer.
anointing. None of you can stop the anointing. Take it.
None of y'all can stop the anointing. Not one of yous. Not even one of yous. Not even 16 of yous. Not even 50, F-I-F-Y. 50 can stop it, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're going to bring you beautiful people the news, whole one special, accountable, and bring you facts, data, statistics as we go. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't got what we not going to do. I told you I want to keep that special. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be like prom night. Every girl deserves to wear a nice dress to prom. I want it to be special. All right? But I do got a drone accountability, and I'm sure Warner does as well. Okay? And I have a great day lined up tomorrow, y'all. I'm so excited. Y'all don't care about that, man. So let's not delay y'all any further. Let's go ahead and get into Pay News.
Oh, boy. Duke the Dumpster Drosy.
This motherfucker here. Warner, don't tell me you back to doing these obscure random-ass news stories again, man.
Oh, no. This is serious. This is super serious.
Okay, I'm listening, bro.
He was indicted on attempted aggravated essay of a minor.
Whoa.
Am I going out on a left field now?
Yes, it's still very left field, but wow. Okay. So this is all Werner's fault.
Why is this my fault?
You know, look, all of those drugs that flow out of Michigan.
No, shut up.
Man, bro, that's crazy. Wow, in all seriousness though, that's crazy. Holy shit. Wow. Well, fuck God. Okay. Thanks, Werner, for lifting everyone's spirits in the room. We appreciate you so much. You know what I'm saying? It's a completely normal story that everyone will be able to, sit back and think on. You know, Werner, I understand that you like to make people think.
I do.
Even in the absence of your own thought, you like to make people think.
Hard-hitting journalism over here at Covalent TV.
I tell you what, guys, I'll lift the spirits. I'll make everybody laugh. El Grande Americano is your WWE Too Fast, Too Furious champion.
On fucking Cinco de Mayo of all days.
Good God almighty, homie. Good God almighty. Like, how? Like, if you're, dude, when I saw the list of people that were announced, and that's what I thought you were going to do. When I saw the list of people that were announced to have signed or re-up their deals with AAA, by proxy through WWE, I said, why did any of these people sign on the dotted line? There's still an Anglo white man running around winning championships over luchadors. And it's a Too Fast, Too Furious belt at that.
Yep.
God damn, bro. Somebody on that AAA side needs to hit the fuck this shit I'm out button. I'll do it for you.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks.
At what point does the turning point happen? Like, at what point does some of these luchadors go, you know what? Hey, man, fuck this. Like, fuck this shit. Like, are they serious? Now, unfortunately, there's another person that is feeding the mind brain rot who oversees the promotion in Conan, and just like how Rossi did with Stardom. And that's what WWE leans upon. That's a part of their culture. That is what WWE leans upon. They lean upon having liaisons that basically feed the WWE propaganda and brain rot into their wrestlers. And Conan was no exception to that rule. So when you see stuff like these wrestlers signing on the dotted line underneath the WWE banner, like Alberto Damn Del Rio. Oh, and by the way, I'm not saying this as a gotcha moment or nothing like that. Saraya, if you still sign with that company after that,
oh boy,
beloved, I cannot respect you. I can't. I know my respect probably means jack shit to you, beloved. I'm sure it means nothing. But like in this game and in this life, you know, you ain't got balls, but you got your balls in your word. You know what I'm saying? You got the stuff that you hang your hat on, you know? The stuff that when you go to sleep at night, it helps you sleep at night. If you go to WWE after they have rehired your abuser, you better not get on social media and talk about nobody picking on you. I don't want to hear nothing about people bullying you on the internet. I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, well, I feel uncomfortable. I don't want to hear a word. If you go back after they did that, you will officially be the girl who cried wolf. I better not hear nothing. Because then I'm going to start roasting you. See, I'm the person that kept the wolves off you. When people was making all them lame-ass Xavier Woods, Brad Maddox jokes, I was the main person like, yo, that shit is corny. It was old as fuck. Like, all right, let it go. But if you do that, oh, I'm letting all them jokes fly. I'm letting every joke that anybody want to put in the comment section fly. Because then at that point, you don't really care about, you know, what you say you care about. You just got to be back in that WWE. You just got to be back under that umbrella. And I meant to mention this on the last stream. So now I'm glad I get to talk about it. Ladies of the industry, ladies of professional wrestling. If you are not seeing the outcry, the disappointment, in some cases the disdain, the corrections, the everything that all these women that got released are saying about the company, and you're not taking that as a red flag to stay away from WWE right now, then you're just not going to stay away from them regardless. Cora Jade, of all people. And I said, if I ain't got nothing good to say about it, don't say anything at all. This is actually something good I'm going to say about her. This is something good. She had the lady nuts to hop on Twitter and be like, yo, I was getting body shamed by the people that were supposed to be coaches over there. They had me in a strength and conditioning class, and their facilities practically weren't good enough to the point of where I had to go train elsewhere after strength and conditioning. And Gigi did the same thing. Gigi was like, oh, hell no. You're not going to say that when I'm going to a school outside of your school and training 3-4 times out the week. So salute to Priscilla, and I can't believe I'm saying this. Salute to Elena. I cannot believe I'm saying that. Because for them to have the lady nuts to be like, yeah, and of course the WWE drones attacked them. Of course. Of course. That's par for the course. Of course the WWE drones attacked them. Of course. But for them to have the lady nuts to say that, for them to have the ovarian fortitude to say that, salute to them. Because that's the problem. People get done dirty by WWE, and then they get a mic in front of their face and a chance to tell their story. And Werner, what do?
They go back to sign language.
I was waiting for you to get that out. You struggle. But no, what I was going to say is they bitch up.
That too.
They bitch up. They bitch up. Whenever a person who gets released from WWE gets a mic to their face to really speak their mind about the company, they bitch up. Every single time. They defend the company against the fans. It'll be people like, yo, they did you dirty, woo, woo, woo. Right? And the wrestler will be like, don't talk about WWE like that. And you're like, what?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, if you're wondering why I'm giving them kudos, that's why I'm giving them kudos. Because they basically was like, oh, hell no. They not finna say we lazy. They not finna say we didn't work hard. Fuck no. Because something I can't take away from the both of those ladies, even Elena, they both come from the indies. So you can't pull that, oh, I don't work hard shit on somebody that came from the indies.
Right.
You could pull that on one of them NIL athletes. You could pull that on one of them Instagram models y'all pluck. But you can't pull that on somebody that came from the indies. The indies is the grind. In Elena's case, literally. I was trying to be classy. See, I was trying to be classy.
Real quick, getting back to this point, since we're bringing this up. Why would Elena and Priscilla need to go to other gyms if WWE is such the industry standard?
That's what I was saying. Go ahead.
No, I just find it funny that WWE screams that they're the number one in the industry. They have the best facilities. They have the best storylines. They have the best this, the best that.
The best everything.
The best everything. Why? Why are your talents going elsewhere to train?
Don't forget,
and to lift.
Their audience reinforces that point too.
Exactly. With unabashed abandon.
So yeah, that was what I took away from it more than anything. If anybody asked me what was my biggest takeaway from that, that was honestly my biggest takeaway from that is why are they utilizing outside resources and facilities to train properly? Which it's time for a Mr. Stark's pat on the back moment. Guys, I told y'all like almost a year ago now. I want to say about 7-8 months ago that I got on camera and told everybody, wrestlers are training outside of the Performance Center.
Yep.
I couldn't give up any names, but I said I knew there was 4 or 5 people for sure that were training outside of the Performance Center. Now do you believe me when I say I'm a sort? I be telling y'all, if I wanted to be a dirt sheet, I could put Paywall Select out of business whenever I feel like it. Go ahead, snitches. It's your time to clip. See, but I stand on it because it's the truth. I could put Paywall Select out of business whenever I feel like it. Yes, I was telling y'all back in the summer of 2024 that the Performance Center was a failure and that wrestlers were training outside of the Performance Center. I was telling y'all this in the summer last year. And shame on WWE, Warner. Shame on WWE. You want me to tell you why? To run out there and leak stories about work ethic, age, and all this stuff when it comes to people not making it, and then Triple H going in interviews saying, oh, people get lazy and all this other stuff. Like, shame on them for doing that. You know why? Priscilla is 27. Elena is 24. Both have spent like what, the last 3, 4, 5 years in the company?
Yep.
Okay, so Werner, by that logic, who is that an indictment of failure upon?
That would be the WWE's.
Am I the only one that sees it that way? Now, I know the talent has to play their part. Don't get me wrong. I know the talent has to play their part. But how much of a part can the talent truly play when NXT is currently pushing Trick Williams, who's as green as damn AstroTurf? You see what I'm saying? And Lash Legend is still there. See, some don't add up. Some don't add up. Oh, they get lazy. They don't work hard. They don't put on the best performances. Oh, they aged out, all this other stuff. Then why is Trick Williams the top guy on your roster? He literally has not improved since the first time I saw him.
Why did you hire these indie wrestlers to begin with?
Because Werner, I got an answer for that. Because they thought that they could train the indie out of them.
Oh.
And when they realized they couldn't, they said, oh, well, all right, we're letting you go. You're too good at this wrestling thing. We need to let you go. You don't want to do it our way, so we're just going to let you go. Yeah. That's how I think. That's how they talk. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Yeah. Yeah, they couldn't train the indie out of them. They couldn't train actual wrestling ability out of them. That's why I'm shocked Nakamura's not gone.
Yeah, me too.
Because they just haven't been able to train it out of him. Yeah, Trick Williams and Obafemi. Right. How can you leak all that stuff as to why these releases happen, but Trick Williams and Obafemi are your top men? That, like, what? Like, do y'all just close y'all eyes when they wrestle? Is Shawn Michaels backstage with a blindfold on when they wrestle? Make that make any sense? So shame on y'all for leaking that out to the news and making it seem like, oh, it's all the talent's fault. Oh, it's all. I'm not gonna let y'all do that, bro. And this ain't me simping or caping for none of. I told y'all I ain't really got nothing good to say about Elena. I really don't. I know her rep. I really don't got nothing good to say about her. But, like, I'm not going to let WWE do that. That's corny. That's mad fucking corny. That is cornbillion behavior. To put it all on the talent. Oh, age. Oh, they aged out. Oh, they got lazy. Oh. Really? Because last time I checked, damn near everybody down there that's a woman is double knee braced up.
Mm-hmm.
And if anything, and if I know anything, that comes from overtraining. Oops. Torn ligaments come from overtraining. Oops. So how can you say they're not working hard when half them women down there double knee braced up? You see what I'm saying, bro? That's why y'all cannot believe everything the WWE leaks out to media. Do your own research.
Mm-hmm.
Respectfully. Because that's what I do. Before I get on here and I inform y'all, before Warner gets on here and we inform y'all, that's what we do. Double check, triple check. Yeah, fuck all that. WWE, don't do that. Don't do that. That's wrong. Don't do that. Speaking of people that I always want to tell don't do that because, goddamn, I wish they just didn't pick up their phone to even type anything. Y'all know a portion of the show is coming up. I need y'all to go ahead and drop that in the comment section for me quick, fast, and in a hurry. But even if you decide you are not going to because you're just going to spam the same comment over and over and get timed out, I'm going to tell you funky ass anyway. It's time for us to hold one special accountable. It is time for drone accountability. Let go.
This is from Twitter.
This is the story of a girl
who cried a river and drowned the whole world.
You know.
This is from Mike Greenberg.
What is that? The ESPN guy?
No, not the ESPN guy.
I'm like, what is he
Unless
doing
it's
on
a
here?
burner account of the ESPN guy. I don't know.
I'm like, what are we doing here? Okay.
I mean, it is checkmarked. It could be. Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Okay.
Anyway, Mike says, and I quote, Cora Jade needs to go to AEW. Sign a 1-year deal as the female CM Punk. Having AEW wrestlers who are mad at CM Punk enter feuds with her to make Tony Khan feel better. Then WWE will re-sign her and she will debut on the main roster. Hashtag WWE. Dumbass.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow. Wow. I think I have an ulcer now. Thank you. Wow. Okay, so wow. That's a lot to unpack. Let me tell you something, Drone, whoever you are. This is what is called on the internet bait. Y'all got to be careful not to fall for stuff like that. That person clearly was saying that for a reaction, but this crazy part about WWE drones, it was probably half for a reaction and half they actually want to see that weird ass shit.
Mm-hmm.
That is the creepiest thing about drones. I will always stand and die on that hill. If you ever want to know what I find the weirdest about drones, they'll say something like that and actually be half serious. Like, it'll sound like a troll. It'll sound like a joke. But, like, if you press them on it, they'll be like, no, I'm serious. And you're like, oh, my God, you're actually slow. And don't go to, and do whatever you do, don't go to their page. Oh, if you go to their page, it is going to be it is going to be the biggest collection of drone materials you have ever seen in your life. I bet Warren ain't even go to that person page.
No, I didn't.
Don't put yourself through it.
No.
Don't even put yourself through
No,
it.
why would I do that with a drone?
I'm telling you.
Because you're just going to hit your head up against a wall.
Yeah, you can't scroll for longer than, I think I'll put a bet on it. I doubt most of y'all could scroll longer than 20 seconds on a drone's page without going, yeah, no, that's enough. I've seen some crazy shit. Like, scrolling these drones pages, I have seen some crazy shit. You want to know what I'm glad social media cracked down on as a result of your drone accountability, Warner? All of these fake news pages where they report stuff. This is what I'm talking about, by the way, guys. I've seen drone pages where they literally write like fan fiction about wrestlers and like, oh, as Cora Jade's supple breast rubbed against CM Punk's tattoos. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, there's actual drones that write like fan fiction. Like erotic fan fiction. I'm so glad the algorithms have like deprioritized people like that. Now, if only they could deprioritize the drones, that would be beautiful. Everybody's algorithm would be a better place. Like, if you mention WWE for 6 tweets straight, the algorithm just like deprioritizes. That would be phenomenal. That would be beautiful. But yeah, Kyra said he ain't lying. Yeah, I know I'm not lying. And I'm so glad the algorithm caught on to this shit and pushed it down. Because I used to see this stuff all the time, especially on Facebook. I used to see this stuff all the time. And I was like, what? And I'm not talking about one paragraph. I'm not talking about I'm talking about like full novels. Complete with AI photo. It was crazy. Like late 2023, all through 2024, it was wild. Yeah, I'm glad they cracking down on engagement farming because a lot of these pages ain't gonna get as much traffic as they used to. A lot of these pages do not deserve the traffic they get. That ain't even no hater shit. It's just keeping it a buck. Because all they do, let me tell you what a lot of these let me put that in air quotes, news pages do. They hover on the internet with like 90 tabs open from like paywall, select, cheese platter, insider, elite. They keep these, and it's like 6 people that'll be on the staff, and all they do is just click refresh all day. So if you wonder, oh man, how did they get that story up so fast? They have no life. They're chronically online. And all of the other chronically online people will instantaneously like it. That's why this should be having like 1,000 likes in 30 minutes. All of the other chronically online people like it because they're like, oh, I got to get the news up to the latest minute. Oh, like they don't have lives. See, I'll drop off an article and be like, all right, I'm gone. Then I'll come back and like 6 stories are broken. I'm like, damn, dude, that shit wasn't even up for 15 minutes. And I don't want to hit a Ricky Bobby shit of, oh, if you ain't first, you're last. I don't give a fuck about none of that. My life is great. I just had some kitty cat lead this motherfucker before I went live. Ask Warner.
Yeah.
He was like, she sounds nice.
And
she took out my garbage. And Warner was very impressed with that.
Yes, I was.
I got a life. I can't be clicking refresh and oh, I got to be the first to get it up. No. I'd rather be accurate than speedy any day of the week. I know Werner, as a DC fan, doesn't agree with that because he's a fan of the Flash, but still.
Fastest man alive.
But that damn dog is not the bestest boy in no fucking
universe.
universe.
Yes, he is. He is the bestest boy in the universe.
Sir, the saying is the Lord is my shepherd.
No,
not the Lord is my crypto.
Boy in the universe.
No, he's not. Well, God,
yes,
God is over all of that. And guess what? The Lord is my shepherd.
He is the bestest boy in the universe.
Look, bitch. The Lord is my shepherd. You are a female dog.
He is the bestest boy in the universe. No one can say otherwise. Everyone loves Crypto.
Werner, you are Mayo the lazy dog.
No, everyone loves Crypto. He is the bestest boy in the universe.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
You're only saying that because he's white.
I can't help that.
You're only saying that because he's white.
I can't help that.
But everyone knows. That's how you know Werner's a racist. German Shepherds aren't white.
I would have preferred.
And again,
I mean, if you really think about it, Crypto should be a German Shepherd
because the Lord is my shepherd. Can I get an amen in here? Can I get an amen? Werner playing around, man. By the way, nobody spoil it for me because, boy, the moment you start talking about video games, motherfuckers be like, let me spoil the ending for you. That RoboCop Rogue City game is fun as shit.
Is it?
It's fun as a motherfucker.
How are the mechanics?
It's good.
Okay.
Dude, I'm going to play that when I get off. Pause.
Well,
I mean, if I'm getting off because of a woman.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Yeah, no, it's I like it. I like it. It got that old school, like, shooter. You was talking about Doom, right?
Oh, I can't wait. 10 more days. 10 more days.
Yeah, I rock with it. The Lord is my shepherd.
Crypto is the bestest boy in the universe.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
God is over Crypto. God could strike down Crypto with a mighty vengeance.
No one wants to hurt Crypto. He is the bestest boy in the universe.
Crypto. His name wouldn't be named after a weakness. God damn it. Sick of that damn dog. He can't whistle. Neither can a German Shepherd, but that ain't my point, bitch. Fuck you. Nobody ask you all that, all right? Yes, no, it's fire. It is dope as fuck. I'm enjoying it, straight up. All right, y'all. It's time for me to hold one special. Dumbass! Accountable. Damn, we only 37 minutes in. Are we making good time?
Damn.
Yeah, look at that. All right, I'm gonna let her stay a little bit longer. But, excuse me. Good Lord. Okay, let's take a delay for my belching. Let's do that.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh, we got to 25. Oh shit.
Oh,
wow. We at 26. Look at that. He ain't lying.
Wow.
Oh, well, salute to y'all. Get these donations up though. Goddammit.
Yeah.
Y'all did phenomenal on that last stream, man. We got up to like 50 something. That was good. Let's keep it rolling. I want to see who gonna send through the first 40 schmackaroo super chat.
There we go.
Let's see who gonna do that. All right. All right, guys. This one's a doozy. All right, guys. The doozy train is pulling up to the station. I need y'all to, all aboard.
Oh my God.
Don't worry, Crypto will be there.
No, he won't, because the Lord is my shepherd.
No, because he is the bestest boy in the universe.
No, when the German shepherd pulls up, sniffs out the whole scene, Crypto's still gonna be flying his bitch ass to the planet. All right. That's all you need.
He'll fry that German Shepherd with his heat
fuck
vision.
you and James Gunn, bitch. You and James Gunn and that damn white ass dog can go back to Mayo Land. Sick of you and that damn dog. He ain't all that powerful, no way.
He's got heat vision.
Or I'll chop that dog in the spine. Wham.
I'm sure he still has the same powers as Superman.
Wrong. Motherfucker. His cape ain't even as nice.
Well, that I can't. I mean, you gotta have it. You gotta have it a little bit more durable for a dog.
You cape it for a dog that don't even know how to dress for the job.
He's got a cape. That's all he needs.
Why don't he got a suit, Werner?
Because he just needs a cape.
Werner?
He just needs a cape, and he needs his collar. That's all he needs.
With a K on the front of it, so we know.
No, he just needs. He needs the House of L
Okay,
emblem.
okay. So when people fly all like, oh, look, here come this white ass dog that's flying. We don't know who he is because he has no identifier. Fuck you and that dog and James
Again,
Gunn.
It is the House of L emblem.
Fuck up. Fuck off. How about that? Lois Lane is more powerful than Crypto the Superdog.
That is not true.
That is very true.
No, it's not.
Lois Lane has the ability of caring. That's more powerful than any Superdog.
That I will agree with.
Exactly. Then shut the fuck up. Exactly. I know DC Comics too, motherfucker. All right. But no, let's keep it rolling, man. Let me get into my drone.
If caring was the superpower, then yes.
Yeah, all right then. But Michael McCarty would say this on Twitter. This is context tweet right here.
Okay.
And he would say this about Triple H because I asked how could Triple H improve? He could improve in a lot of ways. Okay, but Michael McCarty said, I would like more wrestling on my wrestling show. To which Goldstein Jr. and Sons had this to say. Oh, get ready for this one. This is a doozy. The doozy train is at the station. No. Goldstein Jr. and Sons. Oh, and by the way, his drone identifier is Nanka 38005.
Of course.
And he had this to say. You ready? WWE is a more edgier product than AEW right now. The balance of wrestling, the promos, and video segments is fine.
Oh.
Let me say that first part just one more time. I'm reading it again, and it's not even sinking in with me, and I read it. This motherfucker really said WWE is a more edgier, and he said more edgier, more edgier product than AEW right now. I'm gonna let that one sit in the atmosphere for a little bit. Even a die-hard WWE drone wouldn't say that. Even a die-hard WWE drone wouldn't say that.
Only the delusional.
Dude, you have reached a level of droning that is never before seen. Even a drone wouldn't agree with that. Like, even a drone would say, nah, AEW has the edgier product. Mm-hmm. A drone. And drones defend everything WWE. That is diabolical fucking work. And by the way, since when? Like, I want to know the seriously. When did the new Attitude Era start? When? Enlighten me. What's your name again? Goldstein Jr. and Sons, enlighten me, please. When did the new Attitude Era start?
When Roman Reigns took over, because Roman Reigns #1.
Warren, I will break your neck with a nunchuck. I give me a date. Give me a year. Please. I'm like, no. Like, because if it's one thing I hate more than anything, and I told y'all this before, I hate a bad faith drone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're one of those drones that you just watch WWE, you enjoy the slop that they give you, and you don't really intrude on nobody else, you fine. Hey, look, you fine by me, bro. You know why? Because you're not bothering anyone. Mm-hmm. You're fine by me. I don't give a damn about you. You're good. But when you come out here with the most egregiously bad takes to that degree, you got to back it up with something. Pause if necessary.
Pause.
You gotta find something to solidify and validate what you say. You can't just drop that off and run away from it. like, you can't just say that and just run. Does anybody in the comment section feel like WWE has the edgier product right now? Warner, do you feel that way?
Not by a country mile.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I ain't finna work out. Well, actually, I might work out a little later. But this C4 Skittles, little pre-workout shit, I don't encourage people drink energy drinks, really. But like this, on occasion, like once in a blue moon, This right here. Look, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even Italian, but I ran into the bedroom with this shit one time. I was the Italian stallion. It was a good time. It was a good time. Like, let me tell you something. I'm starting that campaign of if you were born after 9/11, you shouldn't have opinions on professional wrestling. At least until like 2040. At least until like 2035. I'll lower it. Yeah, 2035. If you were born in 2006, you should listen when grown folks talking. You should just listen when grown folks talking. Just please refrain from having opinions on professional wrestling, especially professional wrestling that precedes your life. Because y'all will go out of y'all way to say some of the craziest shit. Xavier said he grew up in the first half of the PG era. Ooh. God bless your soul. You didn't even grow up with even half decent wrestling.
Right.
You grew up smack dab in the middle of the Monopoly era. Oh, I feel so sorry for you. Edgy pricing is funny. That's funny as hell. Edgy pricing. Yeah, no. WWE is not even remotely edgy. Don't say bad face shit like that and not validate it with anything. All right, because we're going to be looking to validate your parking, and if you ain't got your slip, then in which case you're getting charged the fee. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was random as hell, but I appreciate it. Nasty Leroy said I get the baddies. I mean, I do I'm something like a player. I be doing what I can when I can. I don't like to brag on it too much, but I do what I can when I can, sir. I should have saw this little thing. I'm gonna brag a little bit. Y'all should have saw this thing that just left. Y'all would have been like, God damn. But yeah, no, it's a good time. It's a good time. We see what we got. Okay, cool. Everybody, I hate to do this, but we got to get into the show that we would never go into, Raw, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get into Monday Night Raw. Now take this opportunity to hit the like button on the stream. Hit the share button on the stream. Okay? Let people know we are live right now. Share to all the groups that you belong to on Facebook or Twitter or wherever you belong to. I don't give a fuck. Drop it in the group chat. All that good stuff. Make it happen. And also, hit the donations, the super chats, the Streamlabs link, the Cash App. Whatever you want to do, whatever's clever. Make it happen. Yes, get your knobs ready. I might need some tonight. We'll see.
Oh, God.
But in order to make sure they're working properly, everybody drop a knife emoji in the comment section, just so I can make sure y'all are on the ball around here. Just so I can make sure everybody is in tip-top. If you are not in tip-top shape, then in which case, don't do it because I don't trust you. All right? But I want to trust you. But I need a reason. Much love. I see the knives. I see them. Let's keep it rolling. Warner, we haven't said this in a while. Let's do that. Let's bring this back. Emoji gang in the comment section, heavy.
There we go.
Run up the engagement on this stream. Don't let the chat rate drop for any reason whatsoever. Run them up. On YouTube or Twitter only.
Yes.
Facebook no.
One time.
Yeah, Facebook no.
One time.
It's Facebook, boy. God damn, dude. Yes, there we go. I see you, weirdo. I see you. Much love. Okay, all right. I get the bacon. I bring it home. So, I'm going to take that as what that is, Marlo. You must be hungry for some bacon. Go to Wendy's and get you a son of a Baconator until you become a father of a Baconator.
That's right.
Just, we all start somewhere. Or if you're feeling very small today, get you a little junior bacon cheeseburger. Yeah. Much love. Oh, God. Yo, Jesus. Oh, man, you were a Cena fan? Yikes. Oh, God.
Oh.
Bruh. Oh, my God.
No.
God damn it. 300 on the twits?
There we go.
Hell yeah. Shit.
Bang, bang.
Oh, and by the
bang,
way, salute to
bang,
Jose
bang.
the assistant. I meant to tell everybody that was the actual Jose the assistant that popped into the last stream, and I was like, oh, okay. So thank you,
Sweet.
Jose,
Yeah.
for popping in. If you watch the show, feel free to comment again. Much love. Much love.
You were
All right.
definitely better than Alex Abrahantes.
No.
Yes, he was.
You can't be better than the best, sir.
Yes, you can, and that was him.
No, Alex Abrahantes owns you.
Alex Abrahantes belongs in a dumpster
Werner,
on fire.
He owns your apartment. He owns your
No, he
shower.
does not.
He
does not.
He owns your advanced auto parts.
No, he does not.
Everything that surrounds you.
No, he does not.
He owns.
He
Sir,
does not own it.
He is the MVP of your league. He is
He's
everything.
not the
Yes, he
MVP
is.
of any league.
Yes, he is.
He's
He's
not.
the dude that helps you at Walmart.
No, he does not.
He is your whiskey provider.
No, he's not.
He is your methamphetamine provider.
I don't take that.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Sir, I'm gonna make you do a drop right now. That's what we're gonna do.
I will drop.
Yeah, you will. No, you won't. You gonna drop from high blood pressure. Sir, we're not
I could
talking
take
about
my blood pressure live on there.
we are not talking about your caloric intake, sir. I know you are gonna drop from the amount of wings you had earlier.
Ooh.
Look at this motherfucker. Look at this. Look at
See,
this.
we could do the blood pressure.
Let's do it live. Let's do it live
Okay,
right
we'll
now.
do it live.
Let's do it.
Put this on the right way.
That motherfucker blood pressure gonna be crispy over cream. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh man.
All to get the likes, you know.
Men shame each other to get more success. We don't shame each other to be mean. We shame each other because we want to see each other be better. That's what men do. Let me see, sir.
Oh, I'm working on it.
Is
It's
it saying
still
I
going.
over hop? Is that what?
No, it's not saying I overhop.
Oh man, I'm actually curious to see how this goes. I'm
kind of terrified right now.
Oh, don't use that as an excuse out the gate. I'm scared, so my blood pressure went up. No, man, hell no. All right, Werner, come on.
I might need to go to the hospital.
Oh, what is it?
175 over 105.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Bruh.
Werner.
Yeah, I might need to go to the hospital.
Werner, what the fuck?
I drink way too much, not alcohol.
Sir. You know how shitty that looks when you literally have a bar behind you as your back.
Yeah, that's true.
That looks bad. Okay.
Yeah.
So after this stream, everybody donate to the Werner's medical bills fund.
Yep. Because we know how expensive a hospital stay is.
Yeah. Let's donate to Werner's medical bill fund. Let's get that going. All right. Because get 175 over what was it again?
105.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Shit, Werner. Hey man.
I feel fine though.
But do your organs?
They feel fine.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So Werner, I think we do need to sponsor this show by Trojan because you need all the protection you can get right now.
That's true.
But the show we would never go into Raw, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to get into Monday Night Raw. Cairo's objective with the two smackaroos said, ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I would say he's working on it, but he's currently just sitting in a chair. So,
yeah.
So right now he's not doing much about it, but
no,
we have a show to do.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. But wait, there's more.
Ooh.
Adrian came through with 5 smackaroos, said collisioners on Thursday this week. Can we get Thursday night Covalent, please? Maybe. I'm down. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Do y'all want the Thursday night collision?
Maybe it'll be me from the hospital. Who knows?
Hey, well, that'll add to the joy.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Those beeps of the monitor will get everybody on rhythm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But do y'all want
Maybe
that?
we'll get a high from a nurse.
Okay, hold on, wait. Maybe get a high. If you don't get your simp ass, maybe get a high. She waved at me today, head ass. All right, 2 more super chats we'll do Thursday.
Okay.
2 more super chats we will do Thursday. Y'all got to make.
But we
it
do
worth
have to
our
go
while.
back to church.
Oh yeah, we do. We do. So let's do that for Werner's blood pressure real quick, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I feel like the clarion call is necessary for this man.
At the top. Be sharp chord over there, please.
Oh, Jesus.
After I blow the shofar, I need you to give God another shofar with the sound of your anatomical voice. Thank the Lord.
Why does that piss me off so much? That pisses me off so much. Like, I don't know why. Like, dude, I grew up in old school black church. I would have went up and punched him in his chest. I would have been like, dude, did you really just go do into a fucking bugle? You need your ass whooped. Like, dude, I'm sorry.
Always hating on the anatomical voice.
Man, no, I'm hating on that bitch ass bugle. That's what I'm hating on. God damn, that's just reckless. All right. But yeah, 2 more super chats. Yeah, we'll do Thursday Night Collision, man. Make it worth our while.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if y'all get that popping. We gonna definitely see if y'all get that popping. Yo, that's wild. Say this hospital stay is gonna sound like Taz's old ring entrance. That's diabolical fucking work.
That's fucking hilarious.
Bang, bang, bang.
Oh no.
Bang, bang.
You know what? Wow. Adrian said, "Yeah, I did my part. Give them the super chat so we get Thursday." Yeah, man, 2 more and we'll do it. 2 more and we'll do it. Okay. All right. So, guys, there's a lot of stuff to talk about on this show, but the most important thing is the usual montage of talent arriving at the arena.
Oh God, just find them already.
After we had got a recap of last week's show-length angle of the bargain Seth Rollins offered Sami Zayn and his refusal thereof. Curtain jerk Jey Uso makes his entrance through the crowd. Cokehead Uso, if you shall. And gets on the mic after a bit. Y'all, I'm telling you. Y'all got to watch the audience now when he's coming out. Pause, if necessary. All that stupid arm waving is not as much anymore, dude. Like, dude, it's the novelty has already worn off. Let's keep it rolling, though. I don't want to spend too much time on Cokehead Uso.
Right.
So he calls out Logan Paul, but Paul Heyman comes out instead. He introduces himself, says he came here tonight, not to disrespect Jey Uso, but he had something to say to his face. Uso says Paul has a lot of balls stepping in the ring after what he just did to his family, and Heyman asks if he's going to lecture him about betraying Roman Reigns. Jey says, I am, because he saw through him and warned both Roman and CM Punk, my apologies, about Paul Heyman, and says nobody warned him about how his best friend in the world. Okay, all right. Can I make this a long story short, ladies and gentlemen? I'm just going to keep it a buck. Jey Uso versus Seth Rollins gets set up. This is what confuses me, though. Why is Jey Uso acting like a cocky heel? Not that I care about his pusher. Now, I really don't care to see him go up or down on the card. But, like, why is he acting like a cocky heel? I raised this question last week because I was hoping people would have an answer, but I'm asking again because I'm hoping
people have an answer.
Has an answer now.
I don't know what the answer is because there's no. I mean, he has nothing to offer to say, hey, I can be the cocky heel.
And Warner, therein lies my confusion with this promo. He's talking like he's this fucking 5-star wrestler. And and somebody might say, wait, so you have a problem with a baby face showing a little, swagger and this, that, and the third. No, I have an issue with the baby face who's supposed to be presented as an underdog, acting like a cocky heel. Because wasn't his position before he faced Gunther, I know I'm not supposed to be here, Oos. I went to Culver's, Oos. And then next thing I know, I found out they gave me a Whopper, Oos, and I was at Burger King the whole time, Oos. That's how his fucking promo sound. Don't laugh. That's
I know.
That's how his bitch-ass promo sound.
It's just so funny.
Wasn't he this confused, doubting himself underdog?
Mm-hmm.
Now all of a sudden, Oos, I'm world heavyweight champion. I'll fight him anytime, any place. Look at my fake-ass main event chain. Yeah. Like, dude, what? And can you Samoan stop with the black scent? Please. You could try and get your hair cut like us. You could try to do whatever. You could stand out in the sun a little bit longer than your Samoan counterparts to get a little darker, but you are not black. Stop. For the love of God, stop. Oh, but they grew up in California. I don't give a rat's ass. I grew up in Chicago in the United States of America. That don't mean I get to go to California and go, oh, what's up, cuh? How you doing, cuh? Cuh rib. I don't get to do that shit. Hell, they'll kill me, literally. Oh, well, they grew up here, so that's why they talk. No, that bullshit. Bullshit. High Chief Peter Maivia don't talk like that. The fuck are we doing?
Yokozuna never talked like that.
Right. He talked like a fucking Samoan. He had a little bit of swag, but he talked like a Samoan.
His father never talked like that.
God damn, with that black scent. Dude, enough. Fuck me. I can't take that damn blacks. I cannot take it. But yeah, to wrap this in a bow, again, it was a challenge for Seth Rollins on behalf of Paul Heyman to face Jey Uso for the belt. I don't know what this was supposed to do for Jey Uso's profile.
We want big booty bitches.
Oh, Warner, here's your moment. Here is your moment.
And a booty, 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 and a booty.
Word. Okay. Shouts out to everybody in the house tonight. Like gang, comment gang, share gang, donate gang, I said donate gang. Donation gang. True Seekers. Well, still the same thing. True Seekers in the house tonight. You know what I'm saying? Quick True Seekers roll call in the comment section. Go ahead.
So is that two?
Is it? Oh, shit. Said making it happen. Yeah, Oos. You guys impersonations are lit. Yeah, man. No, straight up. Okay, yeah. Okay, well, y'all worked for it. Y'all got the little Thursday night collision thing then. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh. Talent, late arrival fine donation. There we go. All right, there we go. But keep the energy going, guys. Keep the energy going. Keep them super chats coming in, ladies and gentlemen. All right? Yeah, The Rock don't do it either.
No.
Hell, when The Rock tries to talk black, it sounds awkward. And he actually has black in his blood.
No, we don't talk about that.
No.
WWE,
Warner. This is in all seriousness. He has black in his blood, and he don't even talk like that. What black does Jey Uso have in his blood? If the one person in the family that does have black blood don't even talk like that, why does he talk like that? Oh, they grew up in the Bay. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Because I can't go to fucking the island of Samoa. I can't go to fucking Hawaii and talk like them without them running me down. They're going to be like, dude, why are you talking like that? Isn't this how I'm supposed to talk, brother? They're gonna be like, man, if you don't stop talking like that. And Samoans like to fight.
His mom's Samoan.
What are you talking? Okay, yeah, I knew that, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You talking about Jay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And his dad is Samoan. Yes.
Yeah.
So there's no excuse for him to be talking like that.
No.
All right. Shouts out to the Truth Seekers in the building, man. Let's keep this ball rolling on this crappy ass show, man. Oh boy. I tell you what. Let's make this one a long story short too. Backstage segment with Paul E. Bussy with goddamn, oh God, Seth Rollins and the LeBron Breaker. And he says Jey Uso fell for it and he can't believe it, but Seth was so right. Well, and he says, oh, I'm a sniper, and he has Jey Uso in his sights, and tonight they get handed the keys to the kingdom when the referee hands the world title to Seth Rollins. Commentary informs us that Adam Pearce has made the match official. Next up, we got JD Squarehead going against Penta. Penta won by pinfall with a Mexican Destroyer.
Cinco de Mayo, everybody in WWE.
I'm going to ask. Because I was watching this. But I'm going to ask. Did anybody else, while they were watching this match, were you sitting back thinking, damn, Penta really fell off?
Yeah.
This match was like this was slower than like WWE slow.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't tell you why. Like, if you asked me, I legitimately couldn't tell you why. This match just felt slower than usual. Like, Penta's fall off in the ring has been dramatic. Like, at first, I thought it was going to be incremental. Like, you're going to see him slowly but surely fall off in that ring. It has been rapid. Like that damn blood pressure test Warner just took. It was how fast Pentas fell off in that ring, it's actually concerning, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I don't think he's gonna make it to his ROI push with the whole Lucha Brothers thing at this rate. Like, they're still gonna run it, but I don't think that it's gonna hit the way WWE hopes it's gonna hit.
Mm-hmm.
If he keeps falling off at this rate, I don't think that Lucha Brothers run is going to hit the way they want it to hit. Penta just doesn't look comfortable in that ring.
Mm-mm.
JD Squarehead looked more comfortable in the ring tonight than him. And again, if you think I'm wrong, please let me know. But, like, I don't think I'm wrong on this. It's a shame to see how much Penta is slowed down in that ring.
I gotta believe every time Penta comes back from the ring, every match, there's Hunter going, "Hey, you gotta slow down. That's what you got. You're still going too fast. You gotta slow down."
And then here comes Jey Uso. You was talking to me that whole time, Oos. You wasn't talking to Penta, Oos. How'd you get us confused, Oos? He wears a mask. I don't, Oos. How you
Well,
gonna
you
do
both
that?
sound the same because I don't see color.
How you gonna do that to me, Oos? When I oos sometimes, Oos. Oos.
Juice.
That trash. Get this fucking shit out of here. Yeah, the dude's wrestling in fucking quicksand, bro. Like, I hate seeing this, man. Like, what? You could even watch his late AEW stuff and be like, whoa, it's a massive difference. You don't even gotta go back to Lucha Underground. You could go back to his last matches in AEW and be like, oh man, it's a clear difference. And you want to know the one thing WWE trains into everybody, and I teach y'all this all the time. They train a mental clock into every wrestler that wrestles for them. Penta is going 1, 2, 3 spot. 1, 2, 3 spot. 1, 2, 3 play to the camera. 1, 2, 3 cero miedo. 1, 2, and you know what's so wild? People, WWE drones were complaining about how much he does the little Cero Miedo thing in AEW. He does it more in WWE.
Mm-hmm. But there are the WWE fans. Yay, Zero Mil, yay! He's doing the thing for us.
That's what it's about. Werner just said what it's about. As long as a wrestler is doing it for them, it's not corny, it's not lame, it's not overplayed. No. We are watching the bastardized version of Penta, and no one's talking about it. Seemingly no one is talking about it. Yeah, Adrian Carpenter makes a solid point. Said Werner, he definitely does see color because there was none on the show tonight. Yeah, I think his monitors backstage are in black and white. Oh, me.
That's why I traded R-Truth to SmackDown.
He's such a dumbass. Hey, what's a SmackDown? You don't even know.
I was only on there for a year.
Good Lord. Dude, I really want to see Penta get his touch back, man. Pause if necessary. Oh. I do. But everybody here knows that that's not going to happen in WWE. It's just not going to happen.
I would love to see two wrestlers go out and have a match. I don't care who. I really don't care who. And are willing to say, I'm willing to get fired after having this match. And just go off script. So go off the WWE formula and just go have a match.
We know to never say never when it comes to the WWE.
Mm-hmm. Not with that.
In pro wrestling in general. No. In pro wrestling in general. Because eventually somebody's going to do it. Somebody's going to do it. Like somebody that's indispensable. Somebody that WWE can't afford to lose. They're going to do it. And WWE as a brand and as a corporate entity is not going to know what to do.
Right.
As much as Shawn Michaels is Triple Nose's Bud Buddy, do you think Triple H would tolerate a Shawn Michaels backstage right now?
No.
Man, he'd fire that person before they had a chance to catch fire.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Shawn Michaels would deal with a Shawn Michaels right now? And I'm talking about Shawn Michaels off the nose candy. Not I'm saved Shawn Michaels. I'm talking about
you're talking like 1995.
Yeah.
96 Shawn Michaels.
You'll never see somebody like that at WWE. You know why? Because WWE would kill him before they got to that point.
I think Hunter would step in. I don't think Shawn would. I think Shawn would think he could try to help him.
But my point was this, Warner. They would try, if they couldn't smack the fire out of them, they would just let them go.
Right.
And that loss, whenever that happens, that loss is going to be AEW's gain.
Yep.
When that next Shawn Michaels hits WWE, because sometimes stars do align in certain, in people's favor. When that next Shawn Michaels hits WWE, like in the exact same way like how 90 Shawn Michaels was, WWE is not going to be able to handle that person. They're going to let that person slip between the cracks. Mark my words. And when that person slips between the cracks and they go to AEW and they make a star out of themselves, that is going to be that person that I was talking about on the other stream where they're going to look back and be like, we fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
It is somebody somewhere sitting in their crib getting ready to train for wrestling. That is the next Rock. That is the next Stone Cold. That's the next Shawn Michaels, the next Undertaker. They are somewhere. But their talent isn't being properly cultivated because WWE is the industry leader. Oh, let me say that again. Oh, shit. Somewhere their talent isn't being cultivated because WWE is the industry leader.
I mean, we can kind of look back at Ricochet.
Yeah. Great example. Great example. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Finish your point.
No, I think Ricochet is a great example because all he was known as is the flippy guy. And he would get his match once or twice a month, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he would ostensibly lose. And then he goes to, he lets his contract run. He goes to AEW, and then all of a sudden he becomes a serial killer.
And most importantly,
and he hasn't changed his moveset.
No.
He's just changed his character.
Most important thing about Ricochet is this. Does anybody watch what Ricochet is doing in AEW right now and think, man, if only AEW existed 6-7 years ago,
right?
Like before they were created. So like 2019, put 6 years on that. Like, does anybody else wish AEW existed in the early 2010s? I really feel that way. Like every time I watch people like Adam Cole, I see Adam Cole in AEW. Every time I watch WWE programming and I see a wrestler like Julia, Roxanne, Stephanie, Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen, El Generico, when I see these people, I think, God damn it, why couldn't AEW exist in the early 2010s?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they missed the boat on top-notch prospects by like 4 years. If AEW had been around since 2010, I think WWE misses out on more free agents than we're thinking. I don't think Stephanie's there. I don't think Julia's there. I don't think Roxanne is there. It's a lot of people I don't think are under the WWE banner right now if AEW exists in 2010. And I actually feel that way. So every time I see Penta go out there and wrestle on Raw, I'm just like, oh, dude. I hate that you're going to waste the last bit of what you probably consider your prime in your head in a place that doesn't even value your culture, your style. And Dragon Lee, oh boy.
Should have stayed with your brother.
Man, you should have stayed with your brother, dog. Werner been saying that since you signed, dog. You should have, man, you was so gung-ho. You was listening to Conan. You were so gung-ho to get to WWE that you announced it before you were supposed to. And now look at you. Losing 2 Fast, 2 Furious belt matches on Twitter to a white dude in a Lucha Libre mask. Oh, man. Man.
Like, hypothetically, could you imagine right now if you had Dragon Lee and Rush and In Faction go, you know the word, going into Arena del Mexico next month? The place would go nuts because those are hardcore AAA guys, or at least former AAA guys, and going in and kind of doing an invasion angle.
It is diabolical work to see what has become of these wrestlers, this last wave of wrestlers that signed with WWE, like Dragon Lee. You know, like it is disgusting to see, bro. Well, wave before last, because the last wave was Julia, Stephanie, and who else? Was that it? Because they missed out on a lot of free agents. Yeah, the last wave was Julia, Stephanie, Rey Fenix, Penta. Yeah, so yeah, Dragon Lee was the wave before that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, dude, like that wave before last, oh my God, dude, it is sad to see what is happening to them right now. Wasn't Dakota Kai re-signing a part of that last wave too?
2022 she resigned.
And Dragon Lee signed in 23?
I'm looking that up right now.
Was it 23? Damn, man, I feel like I'm blanking. Comment section, y'all too fucking quiet, man. Y'all need to help us out. Y'all way too quiet tonight.
December 29, 2022 is when he signed on WWE's website.
So it was basically that same wave then.
Yeah.
It was that same wave. Okay. Because I consider signing waves like a big month where they signed and for the rest of that year. So like, yeah, they signed in the same wave. Okay. So yeah, like Dakota, Tegan Knox, and Dragon Lee. Yeah. Yeah. I was right. So yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, that last wave, 2 of them are gone. Dakota and Tegan Knox are gone.
Mm-hmm.
They're gone. And honestly, WWE, triple knows, if you are going to do that to Dragon Lee, just let him go. And him re-upping last year means nothing, by the way. WWE has released wrestlers a year after like re-upping them before. That don't mean nothing. Just let him go. If that's what you're gonna do to him, just let him go. Because he definitely deserves better. We say do not sign on the dotted line and all that, but like of all of them, Dragon Lee deserves better.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But I don't feel bad for Chelsea Green because Chelsea Green I don't feel whatever they do to her from this point forward, Chelsea, look, it's on you, sweetheart. Again, I heard you are a good person. I'm not gonna knock you as a person, but as a professional, good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck. I wish you the best, baby. I wish you the best. Because you re-upped, and what's the first thing they did? Take the U.S. title off of you.
Yep.
You re-upped, and they took the U.S. title off of you. Ain't that something? And I hope when you re-upped, it was for like 2 years or something like that. I hope you didn't re-up for like 4 or 5 years. I pray you didn't. Because I don't think you're going to see the life of that deal. And that's not me trying to be doom and gloom. That's just me knowing WWE. If you did re-up for 4 or 5 years, you will not see the life of that deal. You won't. You're going to be right back on the... And you know, you being right back on the indies ain't a bad thing. You know why? Because you were making a grip. You were killing it.
Mm-hmm.
You had the indies in the palm of your hand. I remember it. You had before you re-signed with WWE, you had the indies in the palm of your hand. You had GCW in the palm of your hand. And you threw it all away to go back to WWE. So yeah, as a person, again, kudos to you. I heard you're a great person, but as a professional, ugh. Which again, I've heard you're a great professional as well, but when it comes to where you decide to sign. All right, let's keep it rolling. Grayson Waller is chatting with Adam Pearce backstage. Werner was having a great time at this point of the show.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't.
When Stone Cold Steve Austin Theory rolls up.
Oh, Jesus.
And Grayson Drywall makes nice and acts like he was asking for a match in Stone Cold Steve Austin Theory, and exasperated Adam Bald gives him what he wants before leaving. Stone Cold Steve Austin Theory asks Grayson Drywall who he's wrestling, but Grayson Drywall says he thinks it's best kept as a secret, and we go to break. Why would... It was Sheamus. Mm-hmm. Austin Theory was going against Sheamus. Sheamus won by pinfall with the bro kick. Just let him go.
Mm-hmm.
I said this before the releases happened. WWE, just let Austin Theory go. And you know why you won't let him go? Because you're afraid he's going to be that Shawn Michaels I was talking about a second ago. You know he has fucking talent. You know he has potential, and he's young enough to capitalize on it.
But they'll do nothing. But here's the thing. They're not going to give him the tools to succeed.
No. So let him go.
Exactly.
Let him go. If you think he's worth nothing to where you got old ice cold ass Sheamus coming out there beating him with bro kicks, then let him go. And Austin Theory, you need to be requesting your release. Don't waste the last bit of your prime years in this company, dude. I've been singing your praises. No, look, the whole Vince McMahon thing, that was weird. We all agree that was weird.
Yeah.
But like, dude, I've always said you have potential. Leave that company. You will not realize your potential in WWE. Leave. They don't see you as the fucking 5'2" player that we see you as. They don't.
Imagine.
Go ahead.
Get rid of Daniel Garcia, plug in Austin Theory, and your roster moves up 30,000 points.
Now he doesn't. Now see what I'm saying? See, that's something I think Tony Khan would capitalize on. That's something I think Tony Khan would capitalize on.
Austin Theory versus Adam Cole for the TNT title.
If you swap Austin Theory for Daniel Garcia right now, dude, that is beyond getting extra value.
Yes.
And the crazy thing is we haven't even seen what an unchained Austin Theory looks like.
No.
And that's because of who?
Hey, I got to keep him in his spot because he doesn't listen to me.
And y'all, dude, and they so afraid of calling out that big nose asshole, boy. Y'all so afraid of calling that man out on social media, boy. Y'all so afraid of calling that man out on social media. Y'all compromised media outlets are so afraid of calling him out. You podcasting grifters are so afraid of calling him out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck. No. I know Austin Theory was on the Indies back in the day, and I know he was involved at one point. But Unchained Austin Theory has yet to be seen because Austin Theory was very young back then.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen Unchained Austin Theory with seasoning, is what I mean to say.
Yeah, now he's got a WrestleMania match under his belt. He's got like big matches under his belt.
I honestly think if he went to AEW, he would talk his way to the top. I don't even think he would just wrestle his way to the top. I think he would talk his way to the top.
He'd probably bury MJF.
Because he's not a bad mic worker either.
No.
That's the one guy I think WWE is afraid of letting go. If anybody ever asked me, what is one person I think WWE is afraid of letting go, Austin Theory is on that list. Because they know he'll do better elsewhere. They know for a fact that man will kill it somewhere else. Go ahead.
We know Grayson Waller won't.
Yeah, Grayson Waller.
Why keep him around?
Grayson Waller has received the push that not only Austin Theory should have received, but he's also received the mic time Austin Theory should have received.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's received the mic reps that Austin Theory needed. Remember I said a long time ago on the show when I said WWE doesn't cast people in the right roles and positions. That is one of their biggest weaknesses. They don't cast people in the right roles and positions. Like, look at it like a football team. If Austin Theory is a running back, they're putting him at fucking offensive tackle. That's WWE. They play everyone out of position. Grayson Waller should be a jobber. But instead, here he is getting segments. Austin Theory should be an upper mid-card player in WWE right now. Oh, boy. Okay. Commentary informs us that Penta versus Dominic Mysterio for the IC title has been added to Backlash.
Does anyone really care?
Yay. That's why I went yay. 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 You want to know why that match means nothing, Werner? Not only because Dominic Mysterio is involved, but you want to know why that match doesn't mean nothing? If Penta wins, he beat Dominic Mysterio.
Right.
Let me say that again in case it didn't register. If Penta beats Dominic Mysterio for the IC title, it's not going to mean anything because he beat Dominic Mysterio, a dude who has maybe wrestled 8 times this year. Maybe. And in one of the matches, he just randomly won the IC title. What would it mean? Who would care? Like Werner just said, who cares? And it's not being negative. Like, you got to look at it from like an outside looking in perspective, Drones. You got to pull yourself outside the building for 3 seconds. Okay, if he wins, yay, he's IC champion. But who did he beat? Now, let's say Seth Rollins was holding that IC title, and he was carrying it from January up until Backlash. And Penta beat Seth Rollins for that belt. That would have meant something. That would have meant something. This company's clueless, bro. Okay.
It really is. And it's not going to show itself to be any better in our lifetimes.
No, they're not going to pull the trigger on... dude, they're delaying pulling the trigger on Finn Balor turning on the Judgment Day. You want to know why they're doing this, bro? Because Triple H cannot book outside of the established storylines. He can't. Like, you know how AEW has all these subplots going on that are super fucking dope and they tie into every show?
Mm-hmm.
Triple H cannot do that.
Nope.
You understand what I'm saying to you? Triple H can't do that, bro. He's not capable. Let me use that word. He's not capable of booking that way. Go ahead, Werner.
Not only that, he still can't create a major storyline. What major storyline has he created?
All of his major storylines are spinoffs of storylines he didn't create.
Mm-hmm.
All of his major storylines are spinoffs of storylines he didn't create. I don't realistically, I'm not even kidding. Realistically, if Triple H, I made a promise to y'all, if Triple H wins Booker of the Year this year, you got my word. All of January of 2026, I am not reviewing WWE. You got my word. I will boycott.
Mm-hmm.
Remember I said that? I said I will boycott WWE for a month. If Triple H wins Booker of the Year for 2025, I'm boycotting WWE for a month. So don't expect any shows January 2026, WWE wise. If Triple H wins Booker of the Year. And if they don't announce it until like mid-January, February, then. And I don't care how y'all feel about it. This has been the worst booking I've ever seen from a booker ever. And I've watched some of the worst book. All right, let's move on. In the Judgment Day Clubhouse, JD Squarehead is upset about losing, and Dominic Mysterio says he's going to take care of Penta at Backlash. AJ Styles rolls up, and R-Truth let him in, and he says he didn't come here to start a fight or cause trouble. He just wants to offer a friendly warning. He doesn't care who wins at Backlash. He's coming after the IC title. They call him old, and Dom says he didn't think being a champion would be so hard and asks Finn to take care of AJ for him. Finn gives him some shit about cleaning up his messes before changing his tune and saying, of course, he'll take care of Styles for him.
Oh my God, we're going to get Bullet Club leaders fighting against each other. Oh my God.
Werner,
oh my God, it's the greatest day ever.
Werner, haven't we seen this?
Yes, we have.
Didn't Finn Balor get buried for doing the too sweet in the match?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Why do we need to see this again? Years later.
Apparently Finn needs to get buried again. I don't know.
This is also a rehash of something that Triple H didn't create. We've seen Finn Balor versus AJ Styles. I know a lot of what WWE does is not memorable, but I'm sure a lot of y'all remember that. And because this is, I ain't gonna lie, I'm considering if I even want to do Friday's show or not. I'm not gonna lie. Because this is a go-home show, Werner, we're going to do investment ratings tonight just to be solid with the people. So pull up the Backlash. Because not adding, they're not adding any more matches to that fucking card. Let's be real.
Yeah.
New Day roll up on Chad Gable and says it's time he and American May got some respect around here, and they want to give them a tag title match. Becky Lynch interrupts, and Xavier Woods says it's messed up what Lyra did to her, and the camera follows her as she makes her way through the arena and sends us a break. Oh, my God.
See, there was New Day on the show. No, they didn't wrestle, but they were backstage.
Warner,
you saw them.
Warner, we would proceed to get screechy, deep-voiced, incoherent Irish woman babble for the next 9 minutes.
Yeah, gibberish. This whole fucking promo was all just gibberish, which led to gibberish fighting.
Guys, I was heading back when I saw this promo. I was heading back. I dead ass did not understand anything Becky Lynch said for the first 45 seconds she was talking. All I heard, what did she say? Hold on, I think I put it in my notes. Hold on. Oh, yeah, the garbage thing. Yeah, when I took out the garbage, I took it out, and it was garbage, and then you didn't think it was garbage, and then I take a whiskey drink, I'll take a vodka drink. What are you talking about, bitch? What are you talking about, you silly fucking orange-haired hoe? What are you talking about? And yes, Seth Rollins, I'm talking about your wife. Snitches, yes. If you're going to send a clip to him, cool. He's probably just going to block me on social media. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
What was she talking about? What was Becky talking about? She's recycling. Well, actually, Becky, you're the queen of recycling. Recycling the same old tired act for years. But that's fine. I don't care.
Then why bring it up?
I'm just tired of you acting like you're responsible for my success. WWE, how stupid do you think? Well, I know how stupid y'all think y'all fans are. It's proven by how they react. But how stupid do you think people that aren't a part of the drone class are? We know that Becky is the only reason why Lyra is on TV. It got to a point where I'm like, what are they talking about? Give me a fucking knife. What were they talking about? Oh, recycled garbage. Oh, yeah, well, you're not quite full of garbage, but you're deplorable as garbage. I don't know. And I'm like, what are we doing? This shit was ass gas, homie. Becky, you need to go to the retirement home. Dead ass. Deceased booty. You need to go to the retirement home.
There is nothing left for you to do.
Oh my God. You just
nothing.
God damn, you like a thick lotion. All you doing is just clogging shit. You just clogging. You are the log jam. You and Charlotte are the log jam. And then like, oh, while you were gone, everyone grew. Everyone grew. Did they? You could refute and dispute every single thing Lyra and Becky both said in this promo. The only thing that you couldn't dispute was Lyra telling her she's the queen of recycling, the same old act, the same old. That's the only thing you can't dispute. Everything in this promo, I'm like, but like, you could say that about yourself. Becky is creating a new log jam in the form of you, Lyra. There's way more talented women than you on the roster right now that should be carrying that women's IC title. But guess who's holding it? You.
Mm-hmm.
And what, dude? And every now and again, there's a moment on WWE programming where I audibly go, "What the fuck did they just say, bro?" Where is it at? 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 What did Becky say? When she, oh, that's right. Oh my God. When she called Bayley garbage, I audibly said, what the fuck did this woman just say? If that ain't the pot calling the kettle black, I don't know what the fuck is. If that ain't the prostitute calling a stripper a slut, I don't know what is. The unmitigated gall of garbage to be calling garbage garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness gracious, good night. What? They had a shitty looking Jerry Springer looking brawl. She hits the Nightwing on Becky Lynch, segment ends. Roxanne Perez makes her interest to send us to break. Good God almighty. Miguel, I said that already. I said that like 2 weeks ago. I said Lyra is literally just Becky without the punch face.
Mm-hmm.
And Lyra is starting to, and the crowd can feel this. Even the drones can feel this. Lyra feels like the Make-A-Wish kid. Lyra feels like the favor. Does that make sense? Lyra feels like the favor. And everyone can see right through it. Everyone knows the only reason why Lyra is getting TV time is because of Becky Lynch. And once you saw Lyra starting to get deep pushed a little bit, guess who came back?
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody else notice that? Once it seemed like they were kind of cooling off on Lyra, who came back?
Oh.
Somebody say, how were they cooling off on her and she won the women's IC title? You know why she won it? Because they knew who was coming back to work a program with her. They knew who was coming back. This shit is garbanzo. All right. Io Sky versus Roxanne Perez. It had a definitive finish by the grace of God. I think the only reason why this match had a definitive finish is because we say this all the time. There are people in WWE that watch our show, and I think they wanted to stick it to us.
Mm-hmm.
This match was a mini cheat code. I'm not going to take that away from these ladies. This match was a mini cheat code. It was. It was a mini cheat code. But I think the only reason why this match had a definitive finish is because a lot of WWE's brass who watches shows like ours watched our shows and was like, oh, shit, we can't do that again next week. They probably had it in the script this week, too. And was like, oh, shit. They noticed. Yeah, duh. But you know what they say? We're not going to fully back away from it. Because post-match, Roxanne Perez grabs Io Sky from behind and offers a handshake. Io accepts with a little bit of, like, wow, oh, sportsmanship. And then Julia attacks her from behind. And Roxanne Perez smiles and joins the beatdown on the WWE Women's World Champion. Then it was a super kick and a surfboard stomp combination. That surfboard stomp that Julia did looked weak sauce compared to how she did it in Stardom. It just looked bad. Mm-hmm. But yeah, they didn't fully back off of what we knew them to do. They just did it in the post-match angle this week. Roxanne Perez, here's where the silver lining stops. Roxanne Perez eats another L. That's where the silver lining stops. Roxanne Perez eats another L. Julia looks like a cowardly heel for another week when she should be a dominant heel because she can knock the head off of most of the women on the roster, even at her size. What did I just say a second ago, guys? Casting the wrong people in the wrong positions. Julia should be a dominant heel. This was an opportunity for WWE to do Joshi on Joshi violence. Have Julia come out there just after one match that Io has, and she just gets in the ring with her, and everybody thinks she's going to show love. and she does a spinning back fist as hard as she can into Io Sky's face. That would have been an excellent main roster introduction for Julia.
Yep.
I mean, she hits her with a walloping fucking spinning back fist. That would have been insane. And then imagine that visual of Io Sky just looking up down the ramp at Julia and she got blood in her mouth. That would have been crazy.
But blood's passe.
Even in TNA.
I got to make sure. Yeah, that's why we're making sure we clear it from all wrestling that's involved with us.
Give your thoughts on the match, man, and then you taking the show from here, bro.
You know, I thought this was a good match. I think Roxanne is really excelling on the main roster. I wish she wasn't in this company. I wish she was elsewhere, really honing her craft and really shining
her teeth. Yeah.
Yeah, really cutting her teeth and shining brighter than what she can in this company.
Because she can.
You know, because she totally can.
Yeah.
It's just frustrating that she chose this route. But that, you know, that's her choice. You know, she made her choice. Now she has to live with it.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Pearce met with the War Raiders backstage during a break, which led to an argument involving the Raiders, Gable, and the New Day. Pearce put the War Raiders in a match with the Creed brothers, with the winner getting a title shot at the New Day. Everyone left as Gable was about to leave. Pearce said, "Hey, Americano." Gable turned around to acknowledge him, but immediately realized it was a mistake. They both chuckled. Pearce wished Gable a happy Cinco de Mayo, and Gable said gracious.
Oh my God.
Bruh.
Try it! Try it! Try it! Try it!
Oh, God. Oh, God.
All this on Cinco de Mayo, kids.
Dude, it's
all of this on Cinco de Mayo.
It's like a terrible sitcom. It's like a shitty ass sitcom. And you know Triple H was probably sitting at the monitors in Gorilla just cackling at that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on. Let's keep it going.
All right, up next we got the Redeemer Miro taking on Otis.
No, you mean the Redeemer Rusev.
No. The Tempest Rusev.
Yeah, who came from the abyss.
Yeah, who came from the abyss for 5 years.
Good God. Dude, this motherfucker came back to feud with Alpha Academy. Oh my God. Let's get to
this match was. You know what? Where were the meat chants for this match? The big matty man sleeping and slapping meat on each other. Where are the meat chants for this match? Where was the WWE Universe screaming me? Where was it? Unbelievable. Anyways, to make a long story short, Rusev made Otis tap with the camel clutch.
Was this only for the ad-free people, or did y'all see this too? They had Otis selling that damn camel clutch like he got hit with a sniper rifle from point blank damn range.
Yes.
So y'all saw that? Okay, I thought it was me because I got the ad-free. Dude, I was like, they're carrying him down the ramp. I'm like, oh God. Up the ramp. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, will you stop? Will you stop?
Then Tozawa got in Rusev's face, wanting to fight him right then and there. Fucking trash. Rusev powerbombed him to hell.
Yo, Rusev almost goddamn necked himself doing that spinning heel kick.
That too.
He had to catch himself midair because he over-rotated and was about to fall on the fucking top of his head. Go back and look if you don't believe me.
Natty ran out there to check on Maxine because we got to worry about Maxine Dupree.
Goodness gracious me. Goodness gracious me. Oh my God.
Oh God. This just gets worse.
I know. I'm very aware. Let's keep going, man.
We got the Pat McAfee Gunther segment.
Okay, yeah. Oh boy.
I got this. Okay, so to make a long story short, Pat McAfee decided to get on his knees and verbally fellatio Michael Cole, then talked about how Gunther is soft and how they both wanted to be WWE superstars when they were kids. But again, Gunther's soft.
Pat No Talent Fee called Michael Chode a walking, talking goat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to let that one sit in the atmosphere. Everybody, please give me a fucking knife. I'm going to let that one sit in the atmosphere. Why is it, the comment section, y'all super slow tonight.
Yeah, I don't like it. Maybe they really don't want the Thursday show.
Yeah, maybe they don't. Yeah, if the engagement is going to be like this, shit. Dude, the level in which WWE goes out of their way to insult your intelligence has reached such a high degree that they are bumping dicks with the International Space Station. This was not worth the airtime. I'm trying to put this as nicely as I can because I don't even feel like it's worthy of my anger. This was not worth the airtime. This match is not worth the airtime. Gunther's reward for being a good soldier was tapping to Jey Uso and then facing a commentator who was a punter in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Gunther, I think of all right now, you look the dumbest for re-signing on that dotted line. And when Pat No Talent Fee said, while you were out there waltering around in the crowd, went, I said, cut this shit off.
Get it off the air.
You feel me? Dude,
Mm-hmm.
At that point, I was like, get this shit off my damn television. Get this off of my television.
I mean, as much as I don't want to agree with the fucker, I will say this. Ever since Gunther signed, or Walter signed with WWE, and then he was fine in NXT UK. But once he got to regular NXT, boy, did
Downhill.
you see it went downhill. And then once he got to the main roster, the decline just got steeper.
Yeah, it was a nosedive at that point.
Yeah, and then him as world champion, joke.
Nobody's willing to talk about that though, Werner.
No one is willing to talk about that. And this is your reward for being on that steep decline. You get to face a punter who amounted to nothing in the NFL.
It's like we know we didn't cast you in the right position, but you know what? Now that you're here, we're going to make you keep playing this role.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they've done to him. Oh, we know we got you in the wrong spot, but now that you're comfortable here, do you mind staying?
Mm-hmm.
This match shouldn't be happening. Gunther should still be Walter and killing it right now. And you got people in the WWE fan base saying, honestly, Gunther was never that exciting. He's a 3.5 star match guy at best. And I'm like, wait, I thought y'all didn't. Y'all thought the Dave Meltzer star rating meant nothing and it's stupid and all that stuff. But when it comes to criticizing a wrestler, y'all use it. Intriguing. Steve, I'm going to save what I got to say about that match for the investment ratings. I'm going to say, because we might not do a show on Friday. We'll see. But likely so. We'll see, though. But I'm going to save that one for investment ratings tonight. Because I have a feeling, like how I said about Tony Khan, how I said after Double or Nothing, I think his booking is about to go into maximum overdrive. I think after Backlash, the booking for WWE is about to go like at a 90-degree angle down.
Mm-hmm.
I really believe that. I really, really believe that in my heart of hearts. I think they're going to get the Money in the Bank winners wrong this year. I think WWE's booking is about to go in the gutter. It was already there, but I think it's about to go deep down where all the nasty little soot from all the rained on leaves and gunk. I think it's about to go like way in the gutter. Mark my words. But continue, Werner. My fault. I just had to get that off my chest, dog.
Up next, we have the World Heavyweight Championship match, Jey Uso versus Seth Rollins, which didn't mean jack shit because it ended in a no contest.
Thank you for us being at the main event, because I don't know how much more I had left in me.
This match was a joke. It was terrible. And
oh my God! But that drone audience was losing it over this match.
Again, I'm still trying to figure out how Jey Uso's main event Jey Uso when he hasn't main evented a pay-per-view. And he curtain jerks most of the time when he does have that title, except tonight.
I'm laughing because I'm like, dude, he has his main event chain on and he opened the show.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Warner, the only thing I can say about this match is it makes me appreciate how in other promotions, especially AEW, you have to earn your "This is awesome" chant.
Yes.
And I'm going to open the door for keeping that same energy and the same criticisms. If an AEW match had as many false finishes as this match had, it would have gotten ran through the damn internet, dragged down the street, picked up, checked to make sure it was dead. If it wasn't dead, it got dragged back down the street. Like, it would have just gotten ran into the fucking ground by the WWE sector of the IWC. But they do a whole bunch of irrelevant false finishes. And the reason why it was irrelevant was because, like Werner said, this match ended up going to the most confusing no contest I think I've ever seen. I was when the match was over, I was like, wait, that's it? Because CM Punk came out, it's over. It's over. CM Punk's here. It's all over.
Mm-hmm.
And they were cheering CM Punk at the end of the show, and I'm thinking, why isn't this crowd booing? You just got robbed. That's like you walking outside your house, somebody holds you at gunpoint and take your wallet, and you go, "Hey man, you're just gonna forget about the phone?" WWE fans are cheering for being robbed. It's disgusting work, bro.
Mm-hmm. But that's what they want. They want to be robbed. They don't want follow-up. All they want is the talking segments.
And then they'll want people like us to come on this show and be like, "Oh, everything was great. This show was so good. I have no complaints about it. I thought this really, really cooked. This was aura. This was cinema. This was hooping. This was no. I refuse, bro. I vehemently refuse. I am not doing it.
No, because there's no point.
I'm not willing to compromise my integrity and the show's integrity to praise this stuff when we know it's bad. Go ahead, Warner.
Mm-hmm. No, this show is terrible. It's been terrible since we started this podcast together. And it's going to continue to be bad. You know, we're 6 years in, it'll be bad in 12 years, it'll be bad in 18 years, and then it'll be bad in 24 years. Nothing's going to change. If you think getting Triple H out is going to fix everything, it's not. It really isn't. The formula is still going to be there. Now, they may, put a different shade of lipstick on it, but the formula will still be there. It'll still be the same results, same boring nonsense. And everybody's like, but he's gone, and now we get better booking. No, you don't. You just don't.
Warner, remember when I said WWE is going to start testing the boundaries of how bad they can make this product while seeing if the fans leave or not?
Here we are.
Here we are. I said this 2 years ago. 2 years ago. They're going to start testing the boundaries of how bad they can make it while still profiting. And here we are. And it's only going to get worse. I dread seeing where this is going to be come November.
Oh, God.
By the time I'm getting ready to go to WrestleCade for the 3rd year in a row, this shit is going to be tragic. I have this sneaking suspicion this shit is going to be tragic by November.
And Survivor Series is going to be in Ray's hometown. Will he make it back in time?
Miguel, we already brought that up a few streams ago. Seth Rollins definitely looks washed. He's looked washed for a long time now.
Yeah, easily.
He let too many injuries pile up. That's what happens in any sport. When you let too many injuries pile up and then you try to come back, you never come back the same.
Look at Tiger Woods.
Yeah, you got to sit down for like a long stretch and then try to come back. Seth Rollins never sat down. So, yeah. Said they thought getting rid of Vince would fix everything. Triple H is worse. See, again, Adrian Carpenter, don't say it too loud, bro. Don't say it too loud. They'll hear you. Don't say it too loud. It's the truth. It's the truth. But no, don't say it too loud. Oh, no. No. They don't want to hear that. No. And I can't believe I'm saying that. Somehow Triple H is worse. He's not creative. He can't book. He can't write. He doesn't know how to put people into positions to write compelling television. He's not doing his job properly, man. He's not. This needs to end. It was a point of the show. I think it was the Pat McAfee Gunther promo. I was like, dude, this deserves to be canceled. I said it out loud. I was like, man, this show deserves to be canceled. It's not good. Netflix got swindled. They got swindled.
Real quick, I want to go back to this point. You remember how we were talking about the Shawn Michaels thing?
Yeah.
Who's going to be the next Shawn Michaels? I wonder when Triple H is going to have his Ole Anderson moment and saying, I'm not gonna re-up you because you can't draw money, kid.
It's gonna happen.
And then go somewhere else and draws money.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
When's he gonna have his Undertaker moment? That's pretty much what it is. When is he gonna have his Undertaker moment?
Yeah, that's the circle of life in professional wrestling.
Yeah.
It is.
And it's only a matter of time.
But Warner, here's what confuses me. People get mad at Tony Khan for investing in the potential of people, and if it doesn't work out, he just kind of lets them go.
Right.
They go, oh, well, this wrestler isn't working out in AEW. They should come to WWE. They'll make them a star. But, like, they'll completely ignore the fact that Tony Khan gave them years' worth of opportunities to become a star.
And do it in their home fucking town.
Like, Tony Khan gave Britt Baker a litany of opportunities to show she was that girl.
And Ethan Page.
And Daniel Garcia.
And Ricky Starks.
You see how we could keep naming names? Every person that people are saying, Tony fumbled, he gave them opportunities to show what they can do, and they failed. Why does Tony Khan not get credit for that? Hell, he's done it much to our chagrin. There's people we feel Tony Khan should have gave up on earlier than he did. And you could tell he stayed the course with him. Yeah, Sean Spears in the early AEW days. That's another good shout. Yeah. At least Tony Khan sees his talent through. WWE does these fake ass ROI pushes and then writes wrestlers off. Please stop me when I lie. You think Shotzi couldn't have been something bigger with her look and her presentation? You think Priscilla Kelly couldn't have been something bigger than what she was with her look and her presentation? And that ass?
And
I'm like, goddamn, you dirty bitch, you dirty bitch, you dirty bitch.
Like, let's be real. Where WWE fails wrestlers, AEW gives them opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
To fail.
Yeah, AEW is the biggest sink or swim company you will ever see in wrestling.
That's why I don't know why Mariah May is so gung-ho to run to WWE.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Tony did all that and let you swim, and you had one of the best programs in AEW history just for you to be like, well, I don't care. I'm going to WWE. It's been my dream. You've already proven you can swim outside of a place that doesn't really need you right now because they're not going to book you properly.
Right.
Why do you want to swim in a fucking pool of sharks? You're not going to win. Why don't you just swim where you have learned how to do all of the goddamn swimming techniques? You know how to backstroke, breaststroke. You know how to do all of the swimming techniques in AEW, and you still want to go swim in shark-infested waters. Mariah May, that makes no sense, beloved. That doesn't make any sense, sweetheart.
And if you did stay in AEW, this is your biggest sink or swim moment to show what you really got outside of the whole Tony Storm storyline.
And I would have thought you wanted to prove that to yourself.
Right. Not go to WWE where you'll hang out in NXT forever and a day and then maybe get called up when you're 40.
Yeah,
that's if you're still in wrestling at 40.
Yeah, you wait, like said, lay fees, Alberto. Yeah, we talked about that earlier, man. Watch the stream on playback.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate the donation, man. Appreciate you coming through. Yeah, the Mariah May, the WWE news disappeared. You know why? Because all of that bad PR that came off of WrestleMania weekend. I told y'all that, what was that, last week? I told y'all that last week. That's why. And they knew, and they were bracing for the bad PR that was going to come with these releases. But I'm sure the news cycle is going to speed back up on that. Don't worry. I'm sure the news cycle is going to speed back up on that. WWE is very strategic.
Yeah, cheese platter will be all over it. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry. Give it about another week or two. That'll be back on. Don't worry. All right, rating for tonight's show. Obviously -10. Moment of the night, I'm gonna give it to Roxanne and EO. They killed. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go -9.9. Roxanne and EO killed it. They killed it. It was a mini cheat code of a match. I don't want to take away from those ladies. Go ahead.
I'm with you. Not a -9.9 and moment of the night, EO and Roxanne. Roxanne has it. And you know what? If this was WWE 1997 and Vince actually cared about women's wrestling, you know, she would have been rocket strapped to the moon. Who knows? Maybe she would have had as many championships as Trish or even more.
Dude, she has mega baby face written all over her.
Mm-hmm.
She has mega baby face written all over her. But you know what I'm excited for? And I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to talk about this more on Wednesday's review. I'm excited to see how Tony Khan presents Thekla when she shows up.
Ooh.
Because I'm iffy on how he's going to present her. Does he kind of present her as like AEW's version of Rhea Ripley? Like, how does he present her?
Female Jay White.
Maybe. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a big question mark over that. Like, I'm very curious to see how he presents Thekla. Does he book her like a Luna Vachon? Like, what does he do?
Because I've been watching a lot of her promos for the last, 4 or 5 months, and I just get female Jay White vibes.
Dude, she's an ace in a sense of she's gonna, like, if she sticks around in AEW, she's gonna be the workhorse of that women's division, hands down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she'll be the arbiter of the TBS title.
Yeah, she's gonna be good there for a long time if she stays a long time.
Yeah,
I firmly believe that. But we'll talk more about that on Wednesday. All right, let's get into investment ratings for Backlash. Again, guys, 50-50 on the show on Friday. Y'all know if we're doing the show, you'll see the announcement posts on YouTube. So just look out for that, okay? But, yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, and by the way, we are doing Thursday's Collision because y'all sent through enough super chats. So we are doing Thursday's Collision. Go ahead with the investment ratings for Backlash, sir.
All righty, I got to believe in the first time in 6 years of us doing a show, first time we will not see a women's world title match on a WWE show.
Ineptitude,
Uh-huh.
failure, laziness. That's all I got to say about what you just said, by the way.
Right. All right. So in no particular order, we got Dominic Mysterio versus Penta for the IC title.
Dude, I don't even have zero because if Penta wins, he beats Dominic Mysterio.
Mm-hmm.
And if Dominic Mysterio wins, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Like, it's a lose-lose.
Mm-hmm.
So zero. It's a lose-lose.
I'm with you there. All righty. Up next, we have Jacob Fatu taking on LA Knight versus Quan Chi versus Drew McIntyre in a fatal four-way match for the United States Championship.
Zero, because I have a feeling this is going to be a spot fest, and I think this is going to be massively overbooked. I think that match is going to be massively overbooked. Like
I'm with you.
Like, they're going to go. I have this feeling they're going to go for like 1,000 false finishes in this match. They're going to go for so many false finishes in this match.
I also believe Jacob will do 1,000 moonsaults.
Yeah, they're gonna try to make this the Jacob Fatu showcase match,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like it's gonna end up being like an overbooked mess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ask me why I feel that way, but like I have this sneaking suspicion it's gonna be an overbooked clusterfuck. Go ahead.
I'm with you on the zero. Again, 1,000 moonsaults. Everything's gonna come up Jacob Fatu because he's the new shiny toy. And that's all he is. Everyone else is just there. LA Knight and Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre will go off into their own little thing after this, I'm guessing. And it's just going to be awful. Up next, oh God, we got the punter versus Gunther.
Another lose-lose. Okay, so as promised, I was going to talk about this in investment ratings. Oh, God damn it. This is another lose-lose because if Gunther wins, he beat a non-wrestling talent. He beat a commentator.
Yep.
It does nothing for his profile. If anything, it decreases it because it's going to be the now what effect. Like if he wins, it's going to be, okay, cool. He beat a commentator. Now what? What is he going to face Michael Cole next? I'm telling you what a normal fan of pro wrestling is going to think. If he fucking loses, he is done. Done. Gunther is done. Walter is done. He will not be able to recover. Mark my words. He will not be able to recover. It will be impossible for him to recover. And I have this sneaking feeling Triple H might be planning some fuckery to where Pat No Talent Fee wins this match. And if he doesn't win, I got a feeling this is going to be a competitive match. I feel like Triple Nose is going to give this way more time than it needs to have. And it is going to make Gunther look weak by proxy because guess what? He just wrestled a 12-minute match with a fucking commentator.
Oh, I would be shocked if this went less than 20.
Either way, this is a lose-lose. Zero.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lose-lose, bro.
No, I'm with you on that. But again, I'd be shocked if this went less than 20. Up next, we got Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Anybody else gets Becky wins LOL vibes from this?
Oh, easily.
And then they're going to do this fake chase storyline with Lyra and Becky. And Lyra's probably going to win it back at SummerSlam. Anybody else gets this sneaking suspicion that it's just going to be Becky wins LOL. Zero. And I think this match is going to be dreadful.
I think this match is going to be trash, and Becky's winning this just because she can say, "I'm the only Grand Slam champion now."
Everybody sees the writing on the wall with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Zero.
Just zero. All righty. As of right now, which, I mean, they're already at 5, so I doubt they're adding any more matches. For the last time, possibly ever.
Yeah, bullshit.
John Cena taking on Randall Keith Orton for the undisputed WWE Championship.
Zero.
In Randall Keith Orton's hometown.
Zero. I don't care. Zero. This match is going to be worse than any of their other matches because now they're much older and much slower. And Cena is going to bump on his ass the whole match. This is going – I'm warning everybody watching this show right now. This match is going to drag.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not a fan of slow-paced matches, I would not recommend watching this one because this one is going to drag. Cena is going to be blown up in the first 4 minutes of this match. Randy Orton is going to be doing headlocks most of this damn match.
Yep.
He's going to be doing the Garvin stomp, and this match is going to be slow and boring. And then it is going to be Cena wins, LOL. I beg you, everybody in St. Louis, when this match gets to that phase about minute 13 or 14 and they still haven't even gotten into second gear, I beg you, boo that match. Send a message with your voice. If I was there and saying, boo all of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But that match, Randy Orton versus John Cena, that is going to be like 27, 28 minutes of bore. Mark my words. Zero.
I believe this is going to be just as boring as Randy Orton versus Edge at at Pandemic Mania.
I thought that was WrestleMania Backlash.
No, WrestleMania Backlash was the greatest WrestleMania match of all time.
Oh, right. Go ahead.
Well, the Pandemic Mania is where they did the name or dad.
Ooh.
I'm with you. This is going to be slow, drawn out, boring. How you don't fall asleep during this match will be amazing, because I feel like this match alone will cure your insomnia for at least 20 to 25 minutes.
No, this is not going to be fun.
No,
this is not.
It's going to be bad.
It's going to
be bad.
And like I said, they're much older and much slower.
Mm-hmm.
So and dude, I think all of their matches back when they were much younger weren't even remotely close to good. So I can only imagine what it's going to be in 2025. All right, man. That's all I got. Backlash, ladies and gentlemen. Yay.
Yeah, yay.
Then they're going to turn right back around and do a Saturday night's main event, which I'm not reviewing, by the way.
No, we're not covering that.
So don't even ask us.
No.
No, absolutely
No.
not.
Be thankful we're covering Money in the Bank.
Yeah, straight up. All right, clear the air. You know what? Sometimes life is going to chop you right in the damn throat and you're going to be choking, trying to figure out how to get a breath of air. Sometimes you got to just stay there on the ground, ride it out, get your bearings back, stand up and go, okay, well, that hurt. But now it's my turn. I got to fight back. Sometimes you're going to have to get in the ring with life and box. You can't just run from it. You can't disqualify yourself, because all of the great things in life that feel good come from standing up to all of the bad moments in life and swinging back at them. You gotta stay on your feet. If you stay down, then in which case life is going to keep kicking you. And then in which case you have nobody to blame but yourself, because nobody told you to stay down. And that's what I want to clear the air on.
So today/yesterday, since it's past midnight now, was Cinco de Mayo. And yesterday today, we had an Anglo-Saxon man win the speed Twitter championship from a Mexican. That's one issue.
Mm-hmm.
The next issue is we have another Anglo-Saxon white man giving a press conference saying he's not coaching anymore. He is now El Jefe.
Oh, no, I saw this.
Greg Popovich, you are a white man with a Serbian last name. You are not Mexican. Do not call yourself El Jefe.
Dude.
You are not Mexican. You are not Cuban. You are not anything Latino.
But because it's a white dude, it's not going to be no outrage. Just like with the El Grande Americano thing.
Which is stupid. This is racist right here.
Yeah.
And everyone's hoo. It's not funny.
Guys, we had viewers that used to watch our show that dead ass Dominic Mysterio got strung upside down like a piñata at Bad Blood with a white woman beating him with a stick like he was a piñata. And they said there was nothing offensive about it. Why do you want us to get offended so bad? I'm like, boy, when it comes to white people doing y'all dirty, oh my God, it's everything rolls, everything goes.
Mm-hmm.
But let Rhea Ripley had been Bianca Belair. Man, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Twitter the Latino wrestling Twitter would have exploded.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm not even shocked that nobody's killing WWE for the El Grande Americano thing or Greg Popovich for the El Jefe thing. I'm not even shocked. Because, white is right. Whenever a white person do it, it's fine. Oh, but let a black person, what? Man, and I'm not even race baiting. I'm like, bruh, man, if I was Latino and I saw that damn El Grande Americano thing, I would have been like, how do we get this shut down ASAP?
I don't know why there's not more outrage for that and people calling Greg Popovich El Jefe.
I just told you what it is.
It's just stupid.
If goddamn Greg Popovich was JB Bickerstaff,
oh dear
homie,
Lord.
we wouldn't have heard the end of it.
No, we
wouldn't have heard the end of it. We would not have heard the end of it. Straight up, Steve Butler said, my brother-in-law is a deputy police chief and my father-in-law calls him El Jefe and I hate it. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
See? And the easiest transition to Greg Popovich's retirement is just calling him Pops.
Easily.
Like, it's right there. It's right there. I mean, when I think Pops, I think John Witherspoon because he made Pops mean something. Foundational Black American brother, by the way. But like Greg Popovich, I would have accepted Pops for him too.
Mm-hmm.
Because he actually fits the bill. But like, El Jefe, stop it. All right. If they boo Bianca, but not that El Grande Americano shit. And you're Latino. So even you know what I'm saying is true. Oh, they got all the smoke for Bianca.
Mm-hmm.
But here's an Anglo-Saxon white man running around with a lucha mask on. Nothing. Ah, boy. You can't make this shit up. All right, guys, it's time for us to get up out of here, man. We gave y'all 2 hours and 24 minutes of that good work, ladies and gentlemen. All right, man. So, therefore, going once, going twice, and so to the man with the braids in his hair. So, sign off yet again to the epitome of black excellence, the king of dimes, just your boy, Mr. Starksign.
The beacon of hope worldwide, the Messiah, cute sixes, and the internal pessimist, Big Dub.
Peace out, y'all.
See you Wednesday.